Y'all, this thing is terrifying. Oh, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. And I've had a sick cat with a UTI, and I honestly don't know where I left it last night, but this was fancy. It's an LED flashlight, black light, y'all. It came in its own little case. It did come with a battery. Y'all, tear up. And I don't know, with the Nature's Miracle, I'm scrubbing. Is it when okay, so when you shine it, y'all, maybe I'll film that tonight. But y'all can't judge my little Clara. But when you shine it and there's a stain, if the stain disappears, does that mean all the smell's gone, y'all? And here I am, and I can't smell. Sometimes I get a whiff of it, and I just want to weep. Seriously. So I did down in the library, because I know I saw her do stuff in front of me. She had a UTI. She couldn't control herself. But if that ever happens again, I have to confine her to my bedroom. So far, so good. I forgot I had enough for one dose left, so I gave it to her this morning of antibiotic. But and when she was sleeping, I shaved around her hoo-ha, and thinking maybe if she's having a hard time cleaning, there's nothing to cling to, it'll be easier. Y'all pray. Anyway, that was my excitement. My nose is running, y'all. Excuse me. So I thought I'd check in. I don't remember when I checked in last, because I don't know where I'm in a twilight. I'm in between here and there. But here? Does that make sense, y'all? I'm not here, and I'm not here. I'm kind of here. You know, after my shower yesterday, I was putting lotion on my body, and I think I counted 15 bruises, scratches. Like, here's one. Everybody's gonna see that. It's just, yeah. But I'm on this big push through the end of Saturday in case somebody, have it ready and someone wants to come look at it. Hopefully they're gonna have no sense of smell. Let me put in my ad. No sense of smell is welcomed. It's desirable. I'm ready to hop on my protein shakes. I'm trying to set limits because I hop on a train to the clutter town and I'm gone. I can't pull myself out. But one of my couple goals are, I'm still working on my kitchen table. And then slowly but surely, I'm just, because it's not like I'm putting it in a bag, I'll deal with it later. I'm like dealing with it. So it's a little bit longer. But it's not like I couldn't throw everything in a bag. Trying to get my laundry under control. I have now, I think, commingled dirty and clean. But I gotta do some jeans and stuff, pants. Now that I'm downstairs all the time, that's helpful. So I also, one of my projects is right now, and I just thought, well, I'm too tired, but I have a big long duster thing. I'm gonna go out front. I want to dust, clean all that up, right, everywhere, and sweep it away, and then get some Clorox solution. And then I'll need my goggles and my mask and a hat. And then just try to scrub and make that as clean as I possibly can. Looks like it needs attention. And then I found a new mat in the garage I'd gotten and forgot about. So I'm gonna take my old mat away. Those mats don't last, because they get beaten down by the sun. And so then my front will look very inviting, right? And then the vets came. I had almost 15 boxes of stuff, and then keep giving. But I also had like a half a box, and I went around, I'm like, okay, are there more DVDs? Are there books that I'm hanging on to that I really can let go of? So I'm kind of in that some areas are the very last weeding stage for now. But in my library, my goal is to get on my treadmill, and I'm going to do it today because there's a couple of things on there that just need to be put away. And then there's a lamp I want to bring upstairs and switch with the lamp that's in the guest room, roommate room, which was my mom's lamp, which is I think is hideous. And the one I had in my library is adorable. So I'm going to switch that out. And then I'm going to, I got to put that. So I have a landing area in the library now. Anything I'm getting rid of goes right there. They're coming next Tuesday again. I only have to have 4 boxes, but I'm going to have more because I'm working in my studio. But so right now in the corner of my library are thousands, if not a million. Not joking, not exaggerate. I can exaggerate, y'all. I'm a storyteller. You exaggerate. You add in things to make it interesting. There's a million bags, empty bags. I have a problem with bags. Is that an end of the world problem? No. Does it make me less of a person? No, of course not. Does it make me feel a little bit, yeah, it kind of does. So what I have been doing, and we're talking like TJ Maxx type bags, Trader Joe's bags, Blue Q, if y'all don't know, Blue Q bags are the best, and just various other bags, right? So what I have been doing so far is there's a bag that looks a little run down. I'll put stuff in it, tie it off, and that goes to the vet. So what I want to do is, because my library is just going to look so great once this is dealt with and the treadmill's finished. And I think on the treadmill, I just have some papers. I'm just doing a vintage, old, like, you know, I'm not, I'm not dividing it out yet. So I'm going to have a box just full of old stuff, right? I mean, old tickets, old checks, old photos, old paper, things that were made to look old, right? So that's just mainly my aesthetic right now, which is wild. So I'm going to do that today. I got my sort of desk area put together. I did go down there and scrub the hell out of the carpet. Y'all, this stuff is expensive, but would anyone like to treat me to new flooring and carpet? I'm open. Be best friend. And that's it. Nothing, you know. Maybe I should start dating and be like, hey, I'm looking for a carpet guy boyfriend. Y'all, I'm looking for a mattress kind of boyfriend. Well, you got it. So those are the 2 things. I'm going to be some smudging, but I feel like I'm not right in the right place to smudge. So that is going to be going on Thursday, I think. What's y'all today? Wednesday. Oh my gosh. So one of my coworkers was eating those cherry plums. Love those things, y'all. And they weren't there when I went to Trader Joe's. So now I'm all hot to go to Trader Joe's. But what I would get is the plum cots are excellent. I'm down to 1. I want to get the cherry thingies and I get another watermelon. And, but yeah, I'm trying to eat better and be conscious of it. So yesterday I had a really good crunchy salad, and it's one of these sunflower kind of salads, and I had some turkey meat on it, and then I had a sweet potato. Y'all, my sweet potato, you know what, wash them, throw a wet towel, do your thing. Throw in the microwave. If it's a big one, 5 minutes are perfect. I sliced it, put a little butter, and then wrapped it in foil, and was, and then heat it up. It was a great dinner, and I felt satisfied when I came home. I have to do that because I've been bad, grabbing cereal and all this nonsense. So, so the other thing I want to get is, I got to check my sweet potatoes. I might need some more sweet potatoes. And one of my favorite things right now, well, last time they didn't have the green chili kind of frozen meal. I want to get a couple of those if they have it. But my other thing I love is a chicken shumai, y'all. And what I'm trying to do is pair it with some veggies. It's perfect. So I want to bring you with me on that one. But yeah, but those are the things I would get. I'm okay on my creamer, y'all. Another thing I'm doing is working on the refrigerator, getting it half. So what I'm going to do is, because of my other refrigerator, is put some drinks and stuff in there, and that will free up a lot of room for me. And, go downstairs and get it. If I want a can of cold seltzer, I could keep 1 or 2, or put my extra creamers in my downstairs. So that was the point of it. But I'm getting there. And then I got to find out what day Sophia's coming to deep clean the kitchen. Yeah, but let's do a little show and tell. And I apologize if I showed you this because I don't remember. So what I'm trying to do is when I show something, set it on this chair. See? So if you can't remember, then there's tricks and things, right? To put in place so then you can remember. But anyway, look how beautiful. She was in the garage. What have I lost my mind? It's a great size. And it was Margaret, look like Rooker, a Hooker's book. December 25th, 1899. My grandma was just born. My grandma was a year old when this was made. So it looks like I paid $3.50 for it. Called Modern Daughters. It was probably a dust jacket. Did they do that back then? I don't know. And the author is Alexander Black. So he had Modern Daughters, conversations with various American girls and one man. Fully illustrated from photographs taken by the author. And then Miss America, another book of Capital Courtship, and then Miss Jerry. So let's see here. So one of my favorites, see that? Can you see the ghost of her on here? I love those things. Now it's flocked and it's foxed, which I absolutely love, y'all. We should go through some of my old books. 1899, isn't that amazing? John Wilson and Son, University Press, Cambridge, USA. To Geraldine and Christine Brooks. It must be his sisters or his children. And a note. So, anyway. Right now, it's just a fun book to look at. I might actually read it. Sometimes they're hysterical. The binding's pretty good, but in theory, this would become a journal. So, we're going to set her here because that means I showed y'all. And let's see. Okay, I think I showed you guys the string magics. I got to have one here and one at work. Not one, but two. But here's the good one, right? The Klutz books. And it came with string. So I got it. Hopefully they tell you exactly the size of string. And I have string, y'all. I have string. I don't need to get some string. And I have yarn. I have all kinds of stuff. I don't know that it says, anyway, you know, the cup and saucer. Hold on here. You know, it gives you the instructions. I want to remember the witch's broom. I can do cat whiskers with no problem. Oh, there's an Eiffel Tower. This is it, the witch's broom. I could not remember that. I had a piece of string somewhere. I'm going to show, there it is. And then, of course, Cat's Cradle. I think we called it, okay, that is harder because you need two people. Anyway. Set them over here. And then I'm pretty sure, other than what's in boxes that I haven't gone through yet, I've got all my children's coloring books, dot-to-dot books, crossword books, paper dolls, all this kind of cool stuff. So one day we'll go through it because it's all on a shelf. I haven't had the chance to organize it. That kind of thing's like a little treat for myself, a little reward. But this one I was gonna, you know, is the kind of thing, look at that. Y'all. I gotta start making, so I just thought I'd show you. I thought I might do some of them because, you know. So Arrow book of crossword puzzles and word games. It was 25 cents. It was printed in New York. Does it have a copy right there? Look at that. She's thinking. 1959. So, love it. And then, y'all, this is just another collection, and I haven't found all of them. This could stick me. What do y'all think's in here? You see? And it can stick you. So, one of the collections I have are buttons. You guys, you have to be hey, Vern. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Y'all, they should be done like this. So I have my big thing that I have my pezzes in, but I have littler ones, and right now there's 3 of them, and one has got old. I used to be obsessed with the paint pots that come with like paint by number thing. I'm gonna just let those go, pretty much. I think the other one's got bouncy balls. That was an obsession. Yeah, My obsession is with decluttering all this, but so I'm gonna let those two go, and then the other one is pins like this. So then I'm gonna these need to be cleaned, but then I'm gonna have them all right there for now. But I have no desire to let them go. But I thought I'd show you. So if you're close enough to read this, you owe me a free beer. That's like college era. I Heart Sassy. That was my dog in high school. Go Fly a Kite. And then my mom has some political ones and some from her school, her high school and her college. Y'all, Tom Wilson. La 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 la. Maybe I can incorporate some of these in my fun things. Let's see. It's just random. Sponsor of the LPGA Tucson Open Conquistador, 1985. Y'all. Happy about, they've been in a bin that felt like, not necessarily moused up, but kind of just felt dirty. So, don't ask me, I'm just a kid. Jetson. It looks like Elroy. I Heart Fertile. That's my mom's hometown. Yo, this is like a walk through. Whoever says money can't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop, y'all. I might let this one go, y'all. Y'all. What's up? And look at this. Redskin is now I forget what they're called now. Patch. Delicious Divine Van Dyke's Imported Dutch Walmart Cream. They would come to college and stuff, and I don't know where anyway. Or probably liquor stores had it. Y'all, this is my mom. America needs new leadership. 1984. Okay, nothing's changed. Mondale Ferraro. My mom and I, when we moved to Arizona, we went cross country, but when we came back, we went to some of the parks and stuff. Now, my grandma worked at Yellowstone. Actually, I have a picture of her I want to blow up when she was a kid. Not a kid, but like 17, 18. Farmer girls went there to work. You know, anyway, this won't say. I Heart Ocean City, Maryland. I still do. So funny, they have the dot at the end of MD, which, you know, that's passe now. Just good old Maryland. I Heart the Tigers. That was Towson State University. Y'all, I might send this to I'm going to send this to Amy Jo. We loved us in Miami Vice. We were obsessed. Harrington Arms Pool. I cannot remember. So, let's see what else is in here. This is like, so this one will go in my jewelry box. Hold on. It's like lost jewelry. Look at that. Again, Washington World Champion Redskins Super Bowl, Rose Bowl, Pasadena, January 30th, 1983. Super Bowl winners, 27-17, the Dolphins. You know, the Super Bowl used to always be on my birthday weekend, but then they gave them another week off. So, and I think I'm 1 year older than the Super Bowl. Buy a Home Now. It was my mom sold real estate. Y'all, this has to go upstairs in my collection. I don't have a lot of stuff like this. Look at that. I love the seasonal stuff. Oh, goodness. So I have two of these. So I have to decide which one's better. We love Miami Vice. We still reference it. Big push in the 80s not to smoke. Kiss Me, I Don't Smoke, American Cancer Society. Big push. Can you believe people still smoke? Happy holidays, happy holidays. There's such an aesthetic, right? I Heart Georgetown. That's, you know. So as a teenager, there was a store called Commander Salamander. And I've looked really hard. I would buy a t-shirt. And I'll have it. It was the coolest store on the planet. And really punk. And I remember I got my first graphic tee there. It was a Jetsons one. And you could get hair color. I can't forget the name of that company now. The first kind of hair color company. Shoes. I got my first pair of Doc Martens there. Oh my God, I was always begging my mother to drive me down there. Loved that place. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. How about gray hair? Gentlemen prefer gray hair? With wrinkles and gnarly hands? Y'all, sorry, you don't get cooler than that. So what was his name? Don Johnson was Crockett? Sonny Crockett? Anyway, he didn't get cooler than that. Y'all, what kind of mood are you in? You feeling happy? You feeling sad? Let's see, U.S. Beatlemania, the movie. And a lot of times, too, because of my worked in a bookstore, we got things like this. Forget candy, give me money. Remember that? I want money, that's all I want. Y'all. This is a naughty one, y'all. I don't like your negative attitude, blank hole. That's not nice. I hurt grandma. Some of these are just, yeah. So anyway, that, I can go my seasonal. Let's see what's not. Look at that. That's gonna go my jewelry. How cute is that face? So these things need some cleaning. Let's see. I have, I don't know, y'all. This is Clicks. Pretty good little pool haul. I don't know. Somewhere I must have been dragged to. I have some matches, but the mice got to them, so most of them got thrown out. I'm a Bedrock City deputy. No clue. I probably got that at that Commander Salamander. They have really fun stuff like that. Y'all, what's this? This is mustard seed. Do you have faith of a mustard seed, right? That's got to go. So one thing I'll show you. So I have like just boxes of broken jewelry, missing earrings. Just to one, it's a collection, which I adore, and that's going nowhere. And to use it in art. And I'm going to start incorporating more 3D stuff when I start incorporating art in my life. Okay, I heart the Grand Canyon. Yep, my mom and I went. It's spectacular. If you have the chance to go to the Grand Canyon, y'all, go to the Grand Canyon. Yes, but not the inclination. Very 80s sarcastic, right? Yes, but not the inclination. Whip it good. You guys, I have no idea if that's from. This is San Francisco. Oops, sorry, y'all. Oh, look at that. See, this kind of stuff Beverly loves. I might have to give this to Beverly. Like I said, I'm for her birthday, I'm gonna give her one of my things of metal and jewelry and let her take what she wants because I'm a good person like that. And I'm not. So one of my friends that I used to work is having a baby. She's having a boy, and I had the best blue teddy bear, but I've given it away. It's okay. Because I needed to, but she's Asian, she's from Wuhan actually, but been in this country since college, and she's had some, starts and, but she's going almost full term, and so I have a couple board books I'm going to give her, and then I have a really cool Chinese pop-up book, so when I bring that in here, I'll show you guys. And I ordered her a book. It hasn't come yet. And it's the only thing, I'm trying not to order anything for gifts, right? Because I have so much. But there's this really good book about your child's self-esteem. I want to say her name's like Dorothy Corkville Briggs or something, but I'll show you. It's one of the best, and it's from the 80s, one of the best books I've read. Because if you have not had the kind of parenting that will help you raise a human to have as much self-esteem and good foundation, how do you give that to a kid if you didn't have it? So I did order that, y'all, and I'll show you that. I have a very old copy of it. Actually, I've been reading it for myself. It's just an amazing book. So that is what I'm going to do. That's what she's getting. She didn't want to shower or anything. I don't like people who keep people from getting parties. I don't think that's nice. It would have been a cake, okay? Sunshine House, surf naked, y'all. If you grew up in Maryland, you know the Sunshine House. Always go get my tea. I'm always a cool guy. So look at this. 2 of these, so definitely one can go. Ow, it's tricky in here, y'all. They're not loose. So I think I had them on things. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let's see here. Now this is like fun. This is fun. So this is FS. So I think there's something to do with fertile and my mom. See, I miss my mama. Look how cute that is. South Dakota, we went there, and if y'all ever travel You know, at some point, the signs for Wall Drug, South Dakota, we have a cookbook. I think I just gave it away. Just a little thing. Now see, this I can take the backing back and I can use that flat in art. I will. You know, I'm getting close. Like this, I wonder if this is one of my dad's. I had to ask my brother. Shame on me if it's just in this thing. I don't think so. That looks like a parachute. I don't think so. I gave Zach one of my dad's things. CAPC, Civil Air Patrol Corps. Yeah, I feel like that's my dad. That's, anyway. I have his, he was Theta Chi through college, and Principal's Award. This is mine. Yep, that was ninth grade, and the assistant principal had a crush on me, I believe. Not in a bad way, not in a creepy way. He just really liked, it's just, he loved my voice, and he was an actual hunchback, like, you know, and I need to find my yearbook. And it was so funny because can you imagine, especially like, when would I have been in, like, he was in middle school. So if I was born in 65, 75, in the 80s, right? Early, mid to late, or I was graduating in 82, right? So he would have been, you know, before that, like 79 maybe. And I can't imagine. I mean, obviously you have you're thick skinned if you know, I can imagine. But what he would do is if teachers didn't show up or something went on, a teacher, I guess, needed a meeting or something, that he would come and sit in class. But what he would do is, I don't care what it was, he made me read out of a book. And I can remember the very first time, and we were all, you know, you had to take a paragraph to read or something. And then it was my turn. I was like, oh, we're just going to let Tracy continue on. Y'all, I don't know. I can't think of his last name right now, but I got to find my yearbook. So did I ask you all this? I might have and then not posted it. Do you still have your yearbook? Yearbooks? I have every one of my yearbooks. It's just weird, but what I decided is, I have to ask my brother. He's giving away everything. He probably threw it out. I love photos from yearbooks, and especially during that time, there's some crazy hair. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to use it in art. I'm going to cut it up and incorporate it in art. And because, you know, especially my senior yearbook, that was really hard for me. My dad was sick. It was hard, right? And it was just a lot of drama. And I had a friend who, we all kind of grew up together, and his dad was an asshole, okay? My dad had issues, but my dad loved me and overall was a good human. And they lived in the same apartment, and I went every Friday night to see my dad, and he barely saw his dad. And I think there was a lot of anger about that, and he would take it out on me. So that was something to deal with also. I remember that clear as day. And at the time, you don't really understand. You just know it's not pleasant. And you know what the hell you had done. But it was hard. My dad was sick, and yeah, he died on my senior year in March. So I don't have the best memories. And I was reading, I do have a couple of teachers that were amazing. I have one friend that I would love. Her name was Cheryl Spalding. And if you know Cheryl Spalding, she grew up in Maryland, graduated 1982, direct her to my channel, please. But I've kind of looked, not lately, but I feel like if I can't find her, then she doesn't want to be found, right? People could not hunt me down either. So, because other than that, you know, I was reading the yearbook, oh, this and that, and, you know, one person's like, you're so funny. I'm like, was I funny then? American Red Cross volunteer, y'all. This is Iowa Go Hawks. That was my my dad's sister was from Iowa. It's getting deep in here. This was the big thing. These little sayings, y'all. Anyway, again, like something like this. I think this is a dad thing now. Yeah, I feel like that's something to do. I can't believe I did that. But I have this Theta Chi pen. Valor. Oh no. I'll just give them to Zachy and say they're my dad. So yeah, Maryland is for crabs. You know it. Too expensive. I had some crab legs. I was going to get a couple crabs. Plant Love Harvest Forever. But they're so expensive that maybe if I get a roommate before crab season is over, I will celebrate by having some crabs. Just 6, you know. Lord knows the lid's just something. But now my brain goes to mark making. So you ink it. We'll go through all that too. But anyway, so this is just some random thing that made it out of my, let's see. Let me grab a couple more. I gotta call and get an appointment with a hand therapist and start working on my hands because I just dropped everything, y'all. Miami Vice. Tell me now before I waste $10 on drinks. Y'all, now it's $50. It's polite to wait until you're asked. So these were the real sarcastic things. Are we having fun yet? Yeah, these things were crazy. The grin will win. Y'all. It's Jimmy Carter. I had a patron and we said we have a display and you can book it up. And he put all his political stuff in there. And yeah, he has some good stuff. Heart Tracy. Do I? I'm trying to, y'all. Anyway, when do we laugh? These are just a thing. There's my mom worked for Remax, 1983. Yeah, I miss my mother. You know, she would remember. She would love to go through all this. And then to get rid of it. Anyway, here's like some kind of money thing for the Redskins, y'all. That's probably valuable one day, right? Because they're now called something else. Ooh, and you got yourself a little knife in there. Jackie likes knives. Let's see. Wishing you a happy Halloween. So anyway, there's more and more and more. No grumps, y'all. I should wear this to work. No grumps. So yeah, so that's just a little bit of, now I'm going to sit here and look. Walter's Art Gallery. It's downtown. Rick Springfield, y'all. You know, and record stores sold these. So, what was it? What was the one with Sam's record? Oh my God, always at the mall, y'all. Always at the mall. You can't keep a good man down. I don't know. I have no in my head of, oh, y'all. Commander Salamander. I'm going to put that on my tag at work. By the Sea 3. Gosh, I love that store so much. It made such an impact on me. Because I was like this, like, kind of deep down cool kid. Didn't appear that on the surface. But I definitely wanted different things, right? Like, I definitely sought out things that were just, you know, like I found Interview Magazine and I found all this cool stuff early. And, you know, it's not that I didn't fit in with people because I can do that, like a chameleon, like a salamander commander. And I think, yeah, I think I can. Because I don't know, whatever, I'm empathetic or I'm in tune and I like people and I find people fascinating. And, but I don't know, I definitely was a fish out of water, but pretended I wasn't. Now I'm okay. It's okay to be different. I am different. And when I found my friend's card, which I think I showed you the other day about, you know, birthday card about inside and a little like, you know, you're awesome and this and a little weird, but that's okay. You know, I was thinking back to like, really, was I like that then? I guess I've always been that way. And, you know, in elementary school, you know, but I always had self-esteem issues. You know, I had gained weight. I think like when my parents got separated and I lost it, I got, you know, and then, but I was bigger than most people, but not, I wasn't overweight. I wasn't obese by any stretch of the matter. I was just bigger than everyone, like literally bone bigger. And for some reason, it felt like everyone was really small, tiny waisted. And I wasn't, but when I look at pictures, I thought, you're adorable, but you didn't feel it, you know? And then when my dad died, I put on a lot of weight. So yeah. But, so I always had that to deal with, and that kept me back a lot. And for better or worse, it is what it is. But yeah, now I look at it, you know, a lot of kids were going to Commander Salamander, or I don't know. I always was trying to color my hair differently. And, you know, it just, manic panic. That's what they had. But, you know, and I started bleaching my hair. Like, I didn't want it to, like, even now when they bleach it to make it look pretty and natural, I kind of try it with, like, just chunks and stuff. But, you know, my hair's older now and different, and I don't need to hurt it. But I can remember the first time I went to a place, and we're talking, I was much older. Like, I was back, you know, living in Germantown at the time, and I wanted her to finger paint the color, and she just could not wrap her mind because she wanted to look pretty. I'm like, no, I just wanted it to look finger painted. And it, you know, blew her mind. Actually, I switched from her because she just had a hard time. She did my hair beautifully, but she had a hard time making it what I wanted, which was more grungy looking, you know. And it was just a phase in his hair, and the color fades, and especially hot pink fades quickly. But so I started putting it in the back of my hair. So in the front, I look like, you know, all business. In the back, fun time. Because my mom was so funny, because when she was at the Capitol, you know, gaggles of middle school kids come in. It's what you do in 9th grade. Usually you go to the Capitol. I have a picture of myself on the Capitol steps with my class. I'll have to show you guys, because I'm going to undo it. My mom had all this Capitol stuff, and so her tour guide of the year thing, I have 2 trunks. I just keep stuff like that in for the kids, and they do what they want. I'm not going through them, I don't think. Maybe Zachy and I will one day. But the minute Zachy's settled back here, he's getting the trunks. But so I put that in there, and so we have all these pictures of the Capitol, and I don't want to take them all down because I think make the wall look bare. And there's one I would like to put on consignment and sell, and some are my brother took, or, you know, so, you know, but the one of me, I can just take the picture out and let go of the frame. So, and there's little kind of political dolls. I can't explain them. I should have showed you, but anyway, they're packed up. They're kind of cool. But yeah, so it's just, it's a thing, you know, it's a thing. And yeah, it's I almost feel like, not to exaggerate, but I'm like in a fight for my life. And I don't think like literally I'll die, but I think fighting for the life I want to live, you know, and letting go, because the weight of everything is so heavy that it's keeping me back. And as I let this go, it's also painful. It's painful. It's been really, and I think one of the reasons I've been manic, that I can feel that ebbing a little bit, is just to get it done, right? And part of me is afraid, like, my brain will switch and it won't do anything, you know? And so I'm, you know, it's not that I don't trust myself. It's just, you know, it's a brain chemistry issue. But so let's do a little bit. So the kitchen, I just need to do a final table, put away. Overall, I've decluttered a lot, and there's just like a box of things, of little Barbie things going to my friend's granddaughter and stuff like that. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I have a little landing pad for like glasses and stuff like that, a little bowl. I think that's fine. Or I might carve out some under, you know, the cupboard and put it there. I'm not sure, stuff like that. But my bathroom's decluttered. The living room is basically decluttered. I need to you know, again, there's just things that need to put away, and I have lots of storage space in my big piece of furniture. That's like a coffee table. So if I'm working on something, I can just put it under there. My landing pad is just an ongoing thing. When I come in right now, it's clear of just what I'm using. And then I have a little cool box just of bags that are easy to get in and out of, because I'm still going to live here, right? Still my house in that sense. And I do have a green piece of furniture there. And I went through the one section, and as there's holiday stuff in there, and as the holidays come, we'll go through, and I've cut back on vases and all kinds of candlesticks and all kinds of stuff. The other one I think we could do, I think there's crayons in there and coloring books, and that's a great space to put place, but, you know, I'm trying to keep all that contained together, right? And then, or put it in my cupboard thing if I want to color. You know, sometimes I just like to color because it's a thing to do, and it's mindless, and it helps me meditate. So this floor, other than scrubbing carpets, you guys, is basically done. I do have a picture of my mom over the mantle, which I'm going to switch it out for this mirror that Beverly made me. And my mom's picture is going to go in my library. I just didn't want it to be like a shrine, to my family. I do have this one really cool big picture my mom had made. Actually, I noticed the picture's off a little bit, so I probably have to have Michael's redo that. But again, it's from the 60s. That's fine. It's not like you walk in and see it, but I'm going to leave that there. And then, I was just seeing, I have 2 photos of the kids I might take down. But then I have, I had a dream where I painted my house. I tend to be in much better physical shape with my hands and my shoulders and my neck. But it's so expensive. I thought if I was super patient, it took me a month to tape it off, or, and I laughed and I said, well, you don't know. Don't limit myself. Maybe a year from now I'll be in a place where that's exactly what I can do. I don't know. It doesn't feel right now I could do it, but I want to do it. And then in my room is my room, so it doesn't matter. Everything to do with the roommate coming in, upstairs, all that's done. And I've been working on my room too, letting stuff go. I have a little altar I'm working on that I want to sit and spend time with, and it's on a bench, and inside I knew it was stuffed, and it was. But I'll tell you something strange. Sue and I were talking about Belruth Knappersack, Napersak, Napper. It's so funny because Sue and I have so much in common. I forget that. But, I don't, you meet people you work with and, and you're always happy to see them. But, Sue and I clicked on many levels. So, I think about it, I don't have that many people, that I hang on to, really. But we're talking about Belruth Knappersack, and she says, when I had my brain surgery, I listened to her. It's like she does affirmations kind of thing. I love her voice. I can't even describe to you how much I love her voice. But she's not on Hoopla. She's not on Libby. I think she's on Audible, which I'm not paying for Audible. But I told her, I said, I have some CDs. Like I have one for better, for surgery, and I have and then the other thing, I had heard a Neil Diamond song, and I loved it. And I don't have any Neil Diamond in my phone. I'm not buying Neil Diamond. But I have an older gentleman at work who's obsessed with making like CDs and stuff, and he gets music. He borrows. We don't have CDs anymore, but he borrows them throughout the state. And I was going to ask him, I bet he had Neil Diamond, right? So anyway, I sit down, there's all these DVDs, and so I'm really going through them, and I have a friend whose niece and nephew like kids, so just, separating it out, letting them go, keeping some that I know more, like, I love Mystic Pizza, stuff like that. So I'm going to put it down in my studio when I could have that on. And then there is Neil Diamond collection. And there is Belruth Knappersack. So I'm starting to listen to, I have one on depression, and then I actually have 2 on depression, so I'm going to give one to Sue, and the other one is the surgery one, and then the other one, and I've learned that out many times to people. I'm like, I listen to it 6 weeks, 2 or 3 times a day before my surgery. I fell asleep to it. When I was just waking up in the morning, I would put it on. And when I took naps during the day, I would put it on. And the other one is immunity. I'm starting that one right now to help my immune system. So there are no accidents, right? And Sue got me started on this because we're going to do some Reiki, and we're going to work on some house clearing space, which I've been talking, but I'm actually I've made a plan of what I'm going to do. Let the old energy out, and I can feel it. I was trying to tell her, I feel sticky, and I do shower every night with the intention of letting stuff go, right? But I think I need to be more intentional, because I do believe this stuff. I've been on this like path since my dad died, and someone gave me the Kushner book, when bad things happen to good people, put me on a spiritual path, because my life made no sense. And it was scary and painful, and people I thought I could trust and love me were actually the opposite. So that's a whole nother thing, and that's the kind of thing why I want to do EMDR. So I want to bring attention to this, and so I thought, you don't need a bunch of crap under here. It's fine to have some stuff there, that's fine. My intention is, but just to have it shoved in there. And anyway, it's one of the places I hadn't decluttered in my room. That and all my nail stuff, y'all, is coming up, and the top of one of my closets. So anyway, I still have one to go through because it was time consuming, but I want to work on my and so there might be family things that I'm not ready to let go of, but I don't necessarily want to display. So I'm putting stuff there to honor it. and to be guided about it. So I'm working on that, and going to do the whole cleansing, and that maybe even when I get home at night, do a little saging, sit there and release. I really believe that is the way for me. And I do think decluttering is huge. And like, you want to change your life, get rid of your stuff, right? And I look around and I'm trying to decide. I feel like my garage is definitely 70% gone. Because Zachy and I did a lot of Christmas. We got a lot of Christmas. So I still have holidays to do. Like I said, there's some books in there, paper in there that, having gone through in my own studio, I'm ready to let go. Why am I going to bring that in when I have really good stuff that wasn't in the garage, right? So my recycling is tomorrow. I'm going to fill that puppy back up. And then I have all these little things I collected. I love them. I'm not, but once this rolling storage, once some of that is off, then I can put that there. And I'd really like everything together. And then I'm going to let go one of those bookcases, and those can go against that wall, I think. So, but the other stuff I have is stuff that I'm using. There's some food stuff I need to go through, some cans and stuff. And I need to put that in a position where it's easier to get to. But y'all, and there's a lot of empty containers, which makes me very happy. But at the end of the day, I'm going to wait till my studio and then containerize everything I haven't sorted, so I know it's easier kind of thing, and free up some bags. But yeah, so that's the thinking there. My studio is, I would say, if we take room by room, right? My kitchen is a good 80% decluttered. I probably still have some more stuff than I need, but for now, it's a good 80%. And like if somebody comes in, they're like, oh, I want to put my dishes or, oh, my cups, I will remove stuff, put it in my garage, and then think about that. But my living room is, I would say, 80% decluttered. What I'm going to do, my bookshelves are beautiful. Y'all, my ones in my bedroom are beautiful. I would say my books are about, now I saved a lot of books for art stuff, but I'm going to say my books are a good 90% decluttered. And I've given books away, and I went through the other day again and to fill up a box for the vets and just grab some more. And then what I did is, there's some I love, but I have a lot of them. So I put some in a box and I could not remember what I put in. So I let those go. And then, so my studio is, I would say, 30% decluttered maybe. My library is, I would say, 60%. So those are places. My laundry area, I went through it again, and I got lots of cleaning solution I'm going to use up and that kind of thing that I don't need to buy for a long time. And I found trash bags, that kind of thing. But I would say that's a good 80% decluttered, Yeah. So will everything be 100%? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, so really, and I'm really excited to get back in the garage. And with the minute this recycle stuff is gone, when I come home Thursday night, I'm going to take like a half hour and go through at least 1 or 2 boxes I want to empty. And then I can put my things full of game parts and little tchotchkes. So here, I've been talking too long, and because I'm tired. And so I have to reevaluate, because I need to stop everything at 9:30, get my shower. I have enough food for lunch. I kept, trying to bring enough for 2 days. I have that. I got my drinks ready. I'm gonna make a little more effort, put a little makeup on, maybe iron a shirt, take just a little bit more time for that. But I'm trying to transition out of the manic stage without going to the collapse stage, right? And this is all new to me, managing my energy. And again, part of the thing with ADHD is, when my medicine's working, and I don't think I've had any medicine that's made me 100% lately, but I need to, well, part of this is, if I'm decluttering and I don't have clutter, then I don't have to manage it, right? Laundry, stuff like that, it's not a big deal. Like right now, I don't know how I got because my cleaners came and I moved things, and I got to get in my system, right? I don't know how I get away from my system, but I'm working on that. But it's not overwhelming, because I don't feel overwhelmed with that right now. But I'm downstairs a lot, so I can keep my laundry going. It's a roommate. I don't know. I was thinking maybe, I don't know. We do like odd days, your laundry, me, positive, whatever. Or, just communicate about it. I don't know. I don't have no idea. I guess we'll work that out. But when I'm down there, it's the perfect time to get it done. And I do tend to leave my last load in the washer sometimes. So that kind of thing I'm trying to work on. Because it's one, it makes the clothes yucky and you have to do it again. And then two, I need to get them upstairs and put away, right? Like my therapist told me once, his dryer is not a storage solution. I think about that. He was very fastidious. All right, you guys, I'm going to head out and I am going to allow myself, get some laundry going and get the bags. Maybe I'll take my, because a lot of times I just don't have my phone with me. I'm trying not to be so attached to my telephone. And so maybe I will take a picture though, before picture, or, you know, I don't have a bra on, so I'm not going to do fast forward. And I don't feel like, yeah, just the shoulders are showing, right? Do you know once upon a time you couldn't see any of this, y'all? Yeah, and I'm trying to write goals down, y'all. More, you know, honestly, when I have a roommate, I feel like they're going to stick. I need a new mattress. Number one. I need a new mattress. So I might do a little just looking at and getting an idea of what I want. And I'm toying with the idea of getting a full mattress instead, like a better full instead of a okay queen. Really, I got the queen because the kids would spend the night, and we, you know, and I do a lot on my bed, but maybe it'd make the room. I'd have more room to negotiate. Like drawers are kind of hard to get in and out of, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Then I'd have to get new sheets. Right, I have not one full sheet. I mean, the bedspread doesn't matter, right? But I don't. But you know, I save money, you know. So what I'd like to do then, if I do that, which I think I'm going to do, and then I'm going to get for Clara, I don't know, because she gets kicked a lot. But you know, and I've got, y'all, I had like, I don't know, hundreds of pillows, and I've gotten rid of a lot of the older pillows. I'm going to tell you, I've decided the place to get pillows is IKEA. They have all levels, all prices. So when I get that, what I would like to do is let go of most of these pillows and get all fresh pillows, right? And maybe a reasonable amount. The pillows are a thing. And I have pictures of when I was a kid, like sitting with pillows around me, stuffed animals, books. So, you know, it's whatever. It gives me comfort or makes me feel safe or something. But at the same time, I don't need this many pillows. But I'm so uncomfortable in my bed and it's really wigging me out. So I need to do my research and really start looking for sales. But under my bed, it's clear. So that will be easy enough if I find something to, you know, won't be an ordeal. Like I have to do this and that and that. No, it's ready to go. But I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to settle on the full and then just get, you know, 2 sets of sheets. Because then that will force me to do my laundry. And, you know, I had like 6, well, I had my mom's. So I kept 2 in the roommate room. And then I have gotten down to 4 sets, maybe 3 sets, and 2 for full would be fine, you know. And I'm just gonna get a white one and then a darker one, right? So yeah. Anyway, just talking out loud, you guys. So I'm gonna go. You have a great one. I'm gonna try to. So what I have to do when I finish is I have to export it to my my video, I don't know, something that then I can add it to YouTube. So anyway, but yeah, and I want to do maybe Saturday a welcome video, kind of just back where I'm at. And I've decided when I do cooking, Beverly and I've been talking about this, I have to do it first thing in the morning. Chances of me doing the afternoon are slim to 0, right? So, and again, I still want to make these lemon brownies because I have everything for them. Tuna fish, you see me make tuna fish, but what I want to do for my salads is do in the air fryer some chickpeas, dry them out so you have some crunch. I want to do that. I got a couple new recipes for us to try. So I want to, you know, I've been talking about that for a while, but I need to, Saturday, the end of Saturday, I feel like I'm going to be really in the position, like if someone wanted to come look and come in, it would be no big deal. Because if they need somebody who's a neatnik, they're not going to live with me, right? My house is lived in, and I look at some of these pictures, I think, wow, it looks like a model home, but that's not here. So, y'all wish me well, send me tons of energy, and send me a good roommate. The most perfect and complete roommate for me, Clara, and the roommate. All right, guys, thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.